Very solid concept. The other concept that we use and we can teach in kindergarten is a triangle. So you take two triangles, like so. You have a star. So again, conceptually that helps do a lot of things. In my case, what I go is R, G, B, red, green, blue. Okay? And then, in the world of photography does, and in the world of computers too, you have a lot of other, we have millions of colors now, shades, hues, and so on. What we call, these are additive colors. Then you have the subtractive colors, that's cyan, magenta, and yellow. So if you go to buy cartridges for your printer, or the printer in there, you're not going to buy a red, green, blue. You're going to buy a cyan, magenta, and yellow. So, like it or not, you do have to learn something about it. So this code here for this would be 25500. Okay, that's red. R. Green would be 0255.
What do the numbers mean?
0. Remember I just told you 255 is as high as a computer will count
Yeah.
for certain things that we want.
Yeah.
So in color, that's maximum color.
Okay, so. Okay.
Maximum.
Okay.
0 would be no color.
Okay.
Okay? So, what is black?
I would think
What is-
it'd
what
be
is white?
255, 255, 255.
White would be all zeros.
All zeros.
Everything on. All RGB, everything's going to be on. You turn everything off, it's either on or off, you're going to have no light, right? Black.
Oh, so the zeros, all zeros are black. I mean, if you did 0, comma 0, comma 0, it would print black.
Here's a book that I used a couple weeks ago. Got it for the hexadecimal system to
Yeah.
teach this. And it comes out of England, and it's a code book for babies. Think about it now. For babies, not for kindergarten. So, and it's a code system like that. And here you have what we're talking about here. Okay, white is 255, 255. Everything's on as bright as it can be.
Reverse.
Right. You take everything off, and you've got black. And then you've got your other colors. You can control them. And this is where they do what we call pseudo analog. You'll take your computer from 0 to 255 and equal over here in mathematics 0 to 100. Digital world equals that. Okay? And you can control the light, you know that. Well, here, we got it right probably there. You turn the switch, the more electricity you put it, the lighter it gets, the less. So you can make red turn into all these different shades by controlling, and this is where it gets into a pretty high-class electronics, by taking it down from 255. So, and this is not a good book because it's got but it's made for the hexadecimal code. But if you take it down, make red 138, for example, and green 150, you're no longer red, green, blue.
Okay.
You're into the shades, the hues, which we have in pottery, we have in painting, you have in photography, so it's nothing new. The only difference is how to do it in a computer. Let me go over it one more time. So if you want to do it in steps, say you make your top triangle here. R, G, B. That's relatively easy. Just remember you're coming down like a clock. Red, green, blue. And that's 255, 0, 0. So maximum red, R, G, B. So if I'm going to come down here, 0, 255, 0, and around, so on. So then if you want to get into more, then the RGB, which you're probably gonna have to, but if that's all you need for this program, RGB to follow red and green, that's probably all you need. But if you go further, then you just draw the other triangle, and you get the subtractive colors.
Different colors.
Cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Okay.
And then you just start taking the 255 down here,
Yeah.
and red will no longer be red, it'll start blending, like a painter starts, you know, mixing these paints and so on, it'll take it down. Okay, we're over time, so. Any other questions?
That's really very interesting.
Well, I find, you know, but again, I find science.
But I mean, the programming, there's so much in the background that you don't realize on that program.
Yeah,
They're
and,
all subroutines that you call forth to do things with.
and with this, they've got it set up so the kid can do whatever he wants. You know, you put your picture in, you take your sister's picture in here and turn her upside down or whatever. You can do various things with it. And then you can put backgrounds in there, you can put birds in that fly.
Yeah.
You can make them tweet, you know, with the sound part. And they can do all that with these blocks.
Is that the total option list, or is there more to it that you
No.
can't see at the bottom?
If you look here, I'll just take it up. Here you've got motion, there, down here, sound, and so on. So you can take it to various places. This, what companies do themselves, this company puts all the effort into
They developed
this, yeah.
language.
So Scratch for the Raspberry Pi might be quite a bit different. Okay? And they do this to sell these to schools.
Sure.
They- on the box it says one robot per kid. So if you've got a class of 100 students or 50, they're going to sell 50 of them to that class.
That's interesting.
Anyway, okay, we'll see you, Jay.
Thank you.